Hello everybody, welcome back to the live stream. I hope that you all are doing well today. Today we're going to be working on our Duolingo. We need to earn 50 XP, do 3 math lessons, and score 90% or higher in 5 lessons. The title of today's live is Dangerously in Duolingo, which is a play off of 2001's Destiny Child's Dangerously in Love. That was on their album titled... Actually, I didn't write down that information. I forgot which album it is, but it's the album where they're all wearing like the silver. You guys know. So, yes, it's Dangerously in Love. You can look it up if you'd like, and that is what our title is on today. But without further ado, let's get started. Good afternoon. I have to do my final jobs for the place and the person. Oh, nice. Okay, good. I remember you said it's due tomorrow, so definitely get that done. That's important. So we're going to start with some math today. We're going to work on multiplication. So let's see what that entails. Okay, we have 2 times 2 times 6. So we could do 4 times 6. 3 times 5 times 7. All right. Easy enough. 4 times 30. That would be 120. 300. Okay. 50 times 6. I'll get it done after this live. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we all, yeah, having a good grade, that's the best. Oh, and you have to do you have a lot to do today. Your Duolingo lessons, you have to finish your paper. Like there's a lot going on in your life right now. Let's see. So we have 12 times 3. All right. Okay, 5 in a row. All right. 4 times 5 times 2. 4 times 4 times 9. Okay. 50 times 4. That's 200. How much is 15 times 4? So we just said that's 200. Wait, that's 50. My bad. 50 times 4 is 60. Indeed, I have a lot in my life right now. I usually come here to be educated and have a conversation well, so that is true. Well, I hope that I can kind of take your mind off of your to-do list because it sounds pretty hectic, so I don't want you to be stressed. That would be the opposite of what my live is here to do, so anything to kind of have a nice little distraction until you have to begin all of your tasks. So why did I just freeze for a minute? Okay. 80. All right, let's see. Oh, that's good. Okay, well, 5 times 4 is, that didn't do. 5 times 4 is 20. Times 4 is 80? Okay. 3 times 3 is 9. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay. 25 times 3 is 75. And then this would be 100. All right, so 3 times 4 times 10 is 3 times 40. 5 times 3 times 4 would be 12. 7 times 2 is 14. Okay. I charge $20 an hour to babysit. How much will I make in 5 hours? So basically 20 times 5, which is $100. All right, so we got a perfect score on that. That was kind of easy. I don't know. At first, they were giving me some challenging stuff, and then it got easy again. So I don't know what's going on, but whatever. We'll go with the flow. If you're here, if you're watching the live, don't forget to like the live and leave a comment in the chat. Let me know that you're here. I have roughly 3 to 5 hours until I have to go to bed, so I must get this done today. The work will be over soon. A task is only temporary. That is so true. Once you get it done, you feel so relieved. But then, unfortunately, you start thinking of other things you need to do. And then the list gets big again. But at least, like you said, it's only temporary. You know, as long as you have, like, you have a plan. I always say, like, when you have a lot of things to do, as long as you have a plan on how you're going to get it done, it's better than nothing. It's better than just going into it and not knowing what you're doing and it's complete chaos. So, you know, as long as you have a plan, it's not so bad. All right, so we need to do 2 more math lessons. So I guess we'll continue multiplying. 15 times 4 is 60. Count by 6. Oh, okay. Well, that will be 156. And then 140. Wait. Oh, yeah, I guess 144. And then 168. Okay. As they say, a step is a little to progress, but time will expand the progress the more you step. Wow, that's nice. Who said that? Or somebody said it. But that is true. If you want progress, you have to move. If you stay still, then progress won't be made. Or the world will continue to move, but if you stay still, then how do you expect your life to move with the world? I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to be deep, but whatever. Oh, you said that. Well, you're right. Let's see, 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. 75 times 5, I think that's 375. Yeah. How much are 20 stacks of 8? 160. Here we are again. 15 times 9, 20 times 7, 10 times 9. All right, 5 times 75 is 375. 4 times 75 is 300. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think 300 and then 450. Okay. I do not think of myself as smart or bright, but rather someone with this perspective, just like everyone else. That's a very nice and humble way to think of yourself. That's actually really nice. I don't know if I think that way. I've been told I'm smart my whole life, so of course I believe it. And then sometimes I have these thoughts within myself and I'm like, you know what? I am smart. I'm actually very intelligent. So, but I don't like to toot my own horn. Like, I am very humble about it. And I don't flaunt my intelligence. And I honestly, like, sometimes I'm around people and they make me feel a little dumb. Like, I'm like, wow, okay, I don't know as much as I thought I did. They know way more than I do. But I think what's helped me all these years is the way I articulate myself. So even if I don't understand something, or I'm not 100% explaining, or like if I don't understand something, or if I'm not saying anything very insightful, the way that I articulate myself makes people think that I'm smart. If that makes any sense. Like, sometimes I know nothing, but it's just the way that I articulate my my ability of knowing nothing that makes me sound like I know something. I've been told I'm smart my whole life too, but I've always... Oh no, don't do that. Don't push yourself down. Don't do that. No. If they're telling you you're smart, believe it. Because you get so many more opportunities. You get put in different rooms that you may not have been put in. Like, you have to believe that you're smart. You have to believe that you're intelligent. You have to believe that, not that you're better than everyone else, but you just have to have like a confidence that you can do it, you will do it, and that's that. Duolingo's back. Want to play Duolingo games too. Well, how do I do that, Duolingo? How do I play games? Or are you talking about the math games? Because I've played those already before. They're okay. Let's see. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, there we go. 25 times 5, that would be 125. How much are 4 stacks of 10? It's 40. 150. 25 times 6. 20 times 4 is 80. Then we have 5 times 4 times 10 is 20 times, 20 times 10. Okay. I aced my math test, so my dad bought me 4. Why is buckets capitalized like that? Like, okay, emphasis. 4 buckets. Okay, maybe I should read it the way it is. Okay. I aced my math test, so my dad bought me 4 buckets of candy. Each bucket was $15. How much money did he spend? He spent $60 on you. Okay. I've been finding ways to get back up, but I'm hard on myself, perhaps because it's the way I see the world. I see the world filled with people of all types of intelligence. Oh. Yeah, that's very humble. That's very, very humble. And that's a good thing. You're like one of the good people that's still left in this world. But I wouldn't like put yourself down to make other people feel better. That's the only issue I have with that. It's like, yeah, there are different types of intelligence, but I wouldn't lower yourself just to make the other person feel good. I don't know. I just don't like, even I'm probably you think I'm an asshole for this, but if I'm playing games with a kid, I'm not going to purposely let them win. Like, if I see where I can win, I'm going to win, because I feel like, especially with children, you have to teach them that sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. And I might win a couple times and then make them win maybe once, just so they can understand the concept of sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I'm not one of those people to like let the child win every single time. And I don't believe in, like, I know like some sports teams, everyone gets a trophy. I don't believe in that at all. Like, you have to understand that you're not going to win all the time in life, and all you can do is try your best and know that you put in your best work. And okay, I didn't get it, but I know deep down that I did my best and I put all that I could into it. Whether the people, saw that greatness, that doesn't matter, because I know that I did great. I'm kind of like going off on a tangent, but yeah. I always thought it would be foolish for me to think that I'm one of those. I agree with your argument is about effort, not about winning itself. Yeah, exactly. But, yeah. Yeah, So yeah, I don't like, there's levels in life. Definitely. There's different levels of intelligence, different levels of everything. And I don't believe in dimming my light just to make someone else's light shine bright when I guess it depends on the person and the situation. Like, if there's someone with like a mental disability, like, of course you kind of want to, it's good to, highlight them a little bit. Like, you don't want to, like, it's really messed up if you're like playing basketball with someone who has Down syndrome and you like push them to the ground. There's like moral aspects, of course. But if you're in a competition with someone equally as good as you, there is no reason you need to dim your light. because the same way you worked hard is the same way that person should have worked hard too. So, oh, hey, random, welcome back to the chat, to the live. Oh, okay, we need to do one more math lesson, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But yes, goat to be kidding me. Oh Lord. All right, Zarmi and her best friend Lily are hanging out in Lily's backyard. Suddenly they hear goats bleating loudly. They look up to see a herd of goats pushing their way through her gate. Oh, that is random, but okay. I actually really like goats. They're one of my favorite animals. Oh my gosh, Lily, look at all of those adorable goats. We should adopt them, please. Your yard is huge. Jeez, all right. I don't compete much as I do not really care about winning or losing. See, yeah, exactly. You have the right mindset. I actually hate competitions because especially competitions with like really competitive people, because it's so disgusting. They're like so determined to win. It's like, you know what? I don't even care. If you want to win so bad, go ahead. Like, it doesn't change my life one way or the other. So I completely get that, not wanting to compete and stuff. I hate competing as well. Performing, I like performing, but competing not so much. Like, I've done piano performances where we all perform, but it's not like, oh, the best performance wins or anything. It's just we're just all performing. Or I did do a play one time, and I got a medal at the end of the play, like for best performance, and that was like unexpected. I didn't think, like, a lot of people in the group were getting them, and I didn't think I would get one, but I got one, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it was random and surprising, but I'm not much of a competitor myself. First of all, no. Second, my yard is not big enough. Really competitive people are not very fun to play with because then they get very angry. Yeah, they're very sore losers. Very sore losers. It's disgusting. Yeah, anytime, like, if I see myself playing, like, I remember one time in college, I played Monopoly with a group of girls, and one of them was, like, really competitive and was mad that another girl was taking all of the land, all of the buildings or whatever, the land, and she, like, she was so close to just getting mad and just, like, throwing the whole board. Like, I thought that was gonna happen, but she was clearly mad, and what made it worse is that we were playing in her room, so, like, towards the end of the night, you could tell, like, she was ready to kick us out, but she was trying not to be rude about it, but she still was rude. And never played Monopoly with her again. Lily grabs her phone and looks up the goat grazing needs. Goats need a lot of land, and they like to eat, so you got to make sure you have enough for them. According to one website, each goat needs at least 50 square feet for grazing. Yeah, it sounds about right. It looks like there are 12 goats. Let's assume each goat needs 50 square feet. How many square feet of land do 12 goats need? All right, let me do this quick maths, huh? So, what is that? 50 times 12, which would be 600? Yeah. I was once that sore loser, but I grew out of it, found games not very enjoyable anymore. Yeah. It's, the thing is, when you win, that feeling of adrenaline and the action of winning, it only lasts so long. Like, after a couple hours even, you're ready for that next high, that next dopamine hit. So it's, you won and you feel it for a little while, and then it goes away. And then I think what makes people turn to that evil competitive spirit is that they're always looking for that next win, to get that high, to get that congratulations, to get that notoriety. So they're always chasing that win, and it becomes kind of like an addiction. Someone should look into that. That would be like a cool research project, like how winning is almost as addicting as, I don't want to say drugs, but addicting as something. Like, it's only temporary. Pleasure is only temporary. Exactly. Like, that would make a really good research paper. Oh man. But yes, so true. It's 25 feet long and 20 feet wide. Wait, I didn't read. Our goat needs 600 square feet. Your yard is basically a rectangle. Okay, more multiplying. How many square feet is Lily yard? So we take the length multiplied by the width, and we get 500. Oh wow, so she's 100 yards short. Your yard is 500 feet, so it's not quite big enough. Well, low key, like, what if you just take 10 goats instead of 12? Oh, but whatever. Wait, what if we also use that field next to your yard? You mean Vikram's field? I'm pretty sure we can't just take his field and keep 12 goats. He won't mind. Let's see. His field is as long as yours, and it's about twice as wide. Your yard is 25 feet long by 20 feet wide. How many square feet is Vikram's field? His field is as long as twice as wide. So his is, so wait, twice as wide. So is it also twice as long or just twice as wide? So it's, babe, oh my goodness. Is this supposed to be a trick question? How does Zari know the size of these yards? That's a good question. I don't know, because I thought Zari was a kid. So how is she, like, figuring this? And then poor Lily, because Lily never wants to be a part of these situations. They're always pulling her into these horrible storylines that she clearly doesn't want to be there. So yeah, it sucks for her. Let me see here. 24, so it's twice as wide. So I'm going to say it's 40 feet. But is it still 25 feet long? Or it's as long as yours and twice as wide. Okay, so I think I got the right 8, 9, 10. So 1,000 feet? What? Is that right? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. See, here I go second guessing myself again. It's 1,000 square feet and your yard is 500. So together that'll be 1,500 square feet. That's plenty of room. Yeah, but you can't add somebody's yard to your plan situation. I mean, why do you want so many goats in the first place? Why don't you just take one goat? One goat. That's fine. I figured out a way to watch this and do my work. I have a laptop and... Oh, you have two... Okay. Oh, that's smart. Okay, so you're kind of like multitasking. Nice. Here are your goats. What in the world? Hi, Lily. Hi, Zara. I've been looking for my goats. Oh, these are Vikram's goats? Okay. They're yours? What's with all the capitalization today? What a relief. I'm glad the goats have a good home. I think I'm going to adopt a hamster. Way less space involved. Hamsters die fast, though. But whatever, not my problem. And significantly less bleeding. Okay. Whew, that was a long story. I'm glad you guys stuck around for that, because my goodness.
Introducing the...
But if you have stuck around, don't forget to like the live and leave a little thing in the chat, say hello. Talk about your day, talk about whatever. As you can see, me and Addie are here having all types of conversations. So if you want to add to the conversation, start a new one, that's what we're here for. So yeah. I guess if you buy multiple hamsters and breed them, then maybe you can never run out of hamsters. That's a good idea, but how many hamsters do they breed? Like, I don't think it's called a litter, but I'll call it a litter for right now until I figure out the actual terminology. But how many hamsters do they have at one time? And then you would kind of have to give them breaks. Like, you breed one batch and then you separate them, because if they kept breeding over and over, you'll have way too many hamsters. So you kind of have to breed them, separate them, let them live their life, and then when you see you're running out, breed them again, and then you can sell some, like have a little business. Hamster breeding seems a lot less stressful than dog breeding. So I don't know, I'm just saying, doesn't sound like a bad idea. All right. Okay, so what's this? Your preview ended. Don't let your family lose super benefits. Yeah, but then they want you to pay like a crazy amount of money. So, sorry. Your family plan has expired. Okay, well, I enjoyed it while it lasted. So, we're back to ads, unfortunately. But that's okay. We need to do 2 more lessons and score 90% or higher. So, I'm going to, let's see. I guess we'll do English, sure. There are litters, 6 to 8 pups. Some can have a larger litter up to 15. Oh, that's a lot. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of hamsters. They're puppies. That's a lot of that's a lot. I don't know. It still might be a interesting business. I just don't know. Free trial? No. Okay. See, now they're switching things up. I don't like that. Their pregnancies last from 16 to 22 days. Oh, it's like 3 weeks. That's not bad. Wow, I wish like human pregnancies were that short. Like imagine carrying something for 9 months. Oh my God. Gosh. Like shout out to all the women who have kids, because that's a lot. I need to turn on the heater because it's cold.
Cold. How many times do I have to say it, Tom? I see plates on your desk and garbage on the floor. Please clean up your room, son. It's so messy.
Okay, well, son gave it away. But then again, they only live 2 to 3 years. Yeah, so it's like their life is so short.
Did you help your parents with housework?
Did you help your parents with housework? Such a short life. Oh my gosh.
One time I spilled coffee on my computer. It was awful. I had to get a new computer. Now I never leave drinks next to my computer.
The computer broke.
Taking care of 3 dogs is a lot of work.
Oh, wow. 3 dogs. I mean, taking care of 3 dogs is a lot of work, but if you have a big backyard where they can run around and get all that energy out, it won't be so bad. And then it also depends on the size of the dog. Are they big dogs, small dogs? You know, it varies. But yeah, either way, taking care of a dog, period, is a lot of work. I take care of dogs in The Sims, and it's a lot of work. Like, sometimes they run away. So, like, I can't imagine having a dog in real life. Like, it's just so much work. Taking care of 3 dogs is a lot of work. Okay.
I really dislike washing pots.
Pots. Oops. Pots. Especially the big pots. Those are hard. My mom doesn't make me do the dishes, but she made me wash the clothes. I think I'd rather do the dishes.
My sister and I like to talk a lot while we did housework. My mom often said, if you continue working, you can continue talking.
You talked at the same time. Gosh.
Okay, I'll take care of the vacuuming.
The vacuuming. I actually have a robot vacuum. I absolutely love it. I spelled vacuuming wrong. Okay. But yeah, we named him Roboskeske, and he's really good. Like, he gets under my bed. Like, it's beautiful. He gets under the dresser, under the piano. Like, he gets pretty much everywhere. He does sometimes miss the corners. But it's great because he basically gets all the surface area, and then I'll just use a broom and go in with the corners and get, like, little areas that he misses. But honestly, the Robo Vacuum, best investment ever. Don't worry about the hungry rabbit. I'll take care of him. Oh, and the size of the family. Is it just yourself taking care of the dogs, or a mate, or family? Animal care really depends on so many factors. That is true. If it's just you by yourself, that can probably get a little overwhelming. But I mean, I always say having dogs is like having kids. Like, you really have to, you kind of treat them like kids. Like, I know someone who recently...
I vacuumed the floors, and the cat continued sleeping.
I know someone who recently got a puppy, and they've been struggling with the dog, keeping her up at night, because she's at work. So when she's at work, the dog pretty much takes naps and sleeps during the day. So at night, it's wide awake, it's ready to play. And the dog doesn't have a concept of time to know that, okay, it's time to go to sleep now, it's bedtime. So I was telling her, dogs are like babies. You kind of have to get them on a sleep schedule. But it's difficult because she's working during the day, so she can't control when the puppy decides to take a nap and all of that. But it's essentially the same thing. Oh, wow, I got something wrong. Whoa. Okay, that's my fault. I wasn't paying attention, but that's okay. Before you mop the floor, use the vacuum to clean all the dust.
The kitchen looks a little messy.
Okay, the kitchen looks a little messy. One day, my sister made me pick up her toys. I have to wear that coat because it's dirty. Oh, wash. Why did I... Lord, yes, okay. Let's keep going.
Grandma washed all our laundry by hand.
Grandma washed all our laundry by hand. Oof, that must have took Grandma a long time. What did I do wrong? Grandma washed all... Oh, I put all of. I mean, okay, and?
You almost never use the dishwasher. Why?
You almost never use the dishwasher. Why?
I vacuumed the floors, and the cat continued sleeping.
Okay. So I have to wash that coat because it's dirty.
Grandma washed all our laundry by hand.
So Grandma washed all our laundry by hand. Okay. We got an 85. I can't believe that. It's English. Like, how do we mess up English? But it happens. And plus my volume's down, so but no excuses. I should have gotten that correct. So oh cool, we got this whole unit 5 is complete, or kinda. Why is it still... Wait, unit 5 is not complete, just pretended to be. So what's missing? I guess I gotta do these. Even native speakers make mistakes. That is so true. It happens. Do I want to stick with English though? I don't even know why. Like, this should have went gold. Why is this not gold? I can't be these. Maybe it is. It probably is all of these listening ones. I don't really want to listen to these though. So let's move on. Or should I do sound? No, because my volume's not working. Okay, let's do Greek. Alright, so in Greek, we are in Unit 3, and we are learning how to form basic sentences. I kind of remember a few things, so let's do it.
La.
I only have 2 hearts. Okay, I do have to be careful. But if I run out of lives, I run out of lives. It is what it is. It's Thursday. It's been a long week.
La. Το λεμόνι.
Oh, the lemon.
Το λεμόνι.
Limoni. That's cute.
Lo.
Low.
Lo.
Low.
Lo.
Okay.
Lo. Lo. Λεμόνι.
Lemoni.
Ο σκελετός.
Oh, skeleton. I missed that skeleton.
Ο σκελετός.
Yep.
Σκελετός.
Skeletos. I like how Greek is kind of like the way you say things is some certain things are similar to English. It's just the way it's written is different, but
Ο γορίλας.
gorillas. See,
Ο
like
gorillas.
it's so I like it. I like this. The amount of streak freezes I used in the
Gorillas.
summer. Really? Oh man. I mostly use my streak freezes during the summertime because I'm out and about. It would be so sunny right now. I would not be inside. So I don't do Duolingo as much. So I use my streak freezers a lot, or on the weekends. Sometimes I don't do any Duolingo on the weekends, so those streak freezers come in handy. But yeah, it's the holiday. I get it. I would do the same. I forgot what that letter is.
Gorillas.
Gorilla, okay.
Το μεγάλο βάζο.
The
Μεγάλο.
Begalo, the big vase?
Βάζο.
Oh, okay. The big vase. Vase?
Το μεγάλο λεμόνι.
12 days I froze. I was sick in December. Oh, okay. Wow, 12 days. Oh my goodness. But you were sick, so that's understandable. But wow, that is a lot. That is a lot.
Το μεγάλο λεμόνι.
Το megalo.
Το μεγάλο. Το μεγάλο λεμόνι.
Lemoni.
Λεμόνι.
What does that even mean? The big lemon. Okay, I was like, I know it's something lemon, but okay.
Το βάζω στο χολ.
But only 8 days I did Duolingo in December. Wow. Whoa, that's not a lot at all. Okay. In December is 31 days? So you only did 8 out of 31 days. But you know what? It's okay. You've redeemed yourself in January. The vase in the shoal? What's this? Hall. Oh. In the?
Stop.
Okay, so the vase in the hall. Indeed, a 48-day streak, I hope now. Old now. Okay. That's good. Gosh, I think, what am I at now? Like 170 something, 74, 75. I'm on a roll somehow. Let's see. Mama.
Μαμά.
Hole.
Χολ.
Lemoni.
Λεμόνι.
Skeletos.
Σκελετός.
Gorillos.
Γορίλας.
Gorillas. Alright. I got a perfect lesson. Even natives mess up, just like how I said hope instead of hold. Exactly. Like everybody, just like the great Hannah Montana once said, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Big up Hannah Montana. She was really, I love Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Hannah Montana was like one of my favorite shows on Disney. She's just being Miley. Like, it was good times. All right, are we done? Oh, we need one more. Okay, I guess we'll do some Greek letters. I can't believe Rick almost threw the whole alphabet, which is crazy. And I still, don't remember. Oh, that's a G. Okay, because I was trying to remember what that was. Okay. I've heard of Hannah Montana, but never watched it. Yeah, I think it. Were you alive? I think you were alive when it came on, but you're probably a baby, way too young to really take it all in. I think. Ooh, wow, that's ugly. Hold on. It was definitely a show of the times, though. You get the best of both worlds. Chillin', now take it slow. Then you rock out the show. Oh, man. Good times. She was... And I loved, all of Miley Cyrus's phases were great. The little country girl Miley, the pop star Miley, the I want to be a rebel Miley, then back to country Miley, and then whatever the heck she's doing now. All the phases have just been great to watch. I've really enjoyed it. And she did her rebel phase right when I went to college, so it was just, amazing. It was just a beautiful sight to see. It ended before I was born, exactly 2 months. Whoa, okay. Wow. Okay. So that, you would have, it's something you hear about, but I think, and then by the time you probably were even old enough to really take in Disney Channel, I think they stopped doing the reruns of that show because Hannah Montana kind of fizzled out. And then everyone who watched her grew up. so like it was like, all right, why are we still putting the reruns? And I don't think she's gonna ever do like a reboot. I don't think that'll ever happen. Just like how they had That's So Raven and then Raven's Home. But I don't think that'll happen for Hannah Montana. OD, I think. OD. Oh, no, not F. I meant D. Dang it. Started watching Henry Danger, though. That's something I grew. Henry Danger. I've never heard of that. See, that's how you know, like, I think the last show I watched on Disney Channel, I want to say it was either, I don't know, it was a mix. The last thing I remember watching on Disney Channel was The Wizards of Waverly Place. And I barely watched that. Like, I just wasn't into that show. Like, I like Selena Gomez, but I just never got into the Wizards show at all. I didn't watch the movie. Like, I just wasn't into it. And I think me personally, I'm just not really into like witchcraft and like magic stuff. Like Harry Potter, I kind of like, but I'm not a huge fan of because I'm just not into that kind of like wizard stuff. But yeah, I think, what the heck was that? Oh, you know why? Because this is hooked up to the computer. Are we good? Okay. I think what else I watched? Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. There was Sweet Life on Deck, but I didn't watch that. I stopped watching way after that. So this is I think it's G-O.
Cool.
Yes, okay. Fairly Odd Parents were good too. I like comedy stuff. Something I can laugh along with. Exactly. Like if it's too serious or too dramatic, I don't really like it. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time.
So
I don't want to be sad watching television. Like that's defeats the whole purpose. But yeah, I remember Fairly Odd Parents. I loved that show too. What do I remember most? Icky Vicky, and what was his name? Skylar something, like the pop star. That was funny. What? Oh, okay. Speaking of Nickelodeon, what did I watch? The last thing I watched on Nickelodeon. Oh my gosh, I think the last thing I watched was iCarly. But even then, like I would watch it, but not really. Like I didn't keep up with it. So I wouldn't even say that was the last show. Gosh. I mean, still watch SpongeBob here and there.
But
yeah, I can't really
say.
I don't remember what was the last thing I watched on Nickelodeon. I was a big Nick at Night fan, so I would watch like what used to come on Nick at Night. The Brady Bunch sometimes. I remember they used to have Brady Bunch marathons. Probably dating myself with that.
The
PSO.
So
PSE.
Say.
DE.
The. The.
Wow, okay. GOOD. Oh, this is so confusing sometimes. SpongeBob SquarePants, Blaze and the Monster Machines. I don't even remember that. Teen Titans Go. Okay. I remember Teen Titans. But Blaze and the Monster Machines? What is that? I don't think I would have to look that up. I don't remember that at all. I forgot there was Cartoon Network. Okay, what did I watch on Cartoon Network? Not much. Mostly the Looney Tunes. Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls. Ed, Edd and Eddy. What else? There was like a show about no, they weren't hedgehogs. Sonic? I watched Sonic. Yeah, that was cool. I feel like there's another show that I'm forgetting. Oh, Cat Dog. Oh, that was more 90s though. Rugrats. Yeah, that was more 90s. The Amanda Show, Kenan and Kel, all that. More like variety stuff. Oh my gosh, and then there was Zoe 101. the Garcia brothers, Taina. Like Teen Nick was just like a good television. That was just good television. Gosh, what is this? DE, I think. Okay. Many good shows on Cartoon Network. Yeah, for sure. Like before, because back when I was a kid, for some reason, if you wanted Disney Channel in your cable service, it was more money. So I never had Disney Channel till years later. So as a kid, I was always watching Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon for the longest. And it wasn't until I was in about 6th grade that we started getting Disney Channel. It was like a part of our package now, but like way back, to have Disney Channel you would have to pay more, and my mom was not about to do that when we had Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, PBS. Like I didn't need Disney at that point, but then like later on they added it to the package, and that's when I started getting into Disney Channel. But I was definitely a Nickelodeon kid through and through. My great-grandma had cable TV, so when I was younger, I would flip on whatever kid show I wanted to watch. Yeah, basically. That's basically how it went back then. Yeah, I remember like my neighbor had cable, and she had like way more channels than we had, so I always liked going over to her house because she had way more channels than we did. And honestly, the only reason I would want to go to her house is just to watch her TV, because she had way more channels. Teenage Mutant Ninjas. Oh yeah, I remember them. They had like, I do remember that show. Like technology was just starting. Like you kind of came around when we were like, ooh, what's this? And wow, look at all these cool things. Like, yeah. Like what we thought was so cool and innovative, and then now it's like, that's so old school now. It's so crazy how the things that we grew up with are now considered old school. Wow. Okay. Way to feel old. But we completed all our daily quests. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna head on out. But I do want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking the video. Continue to like if you haven't liked already. And I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Let me just figure out how to get my outro music on, because geez, oh no, there's an ad playing. Okay, great, of course. Okay, I'll let the ad play. I used to play Super Nintendo, so I grew up sort of like a 90s kid, but not in the era. Yeah, like that's kind of around the time where like 90s stuff was still sticking around, but it was starting to fizzle out, but there were still things that people held on to because it was still like nothing better came out yet. Yeah. I like Super Nintendo. I love Mario, period. Like all the Mario games. I played not almost all of them, but a good chunk. Like Mario Racing, Mario Hoops, Super Mario 64, Mario Advance, Mario. There was one game where like Baby Yoshi, or no, Yoshi and Baby Mario. Like the Mario franchise I think is amazing. All right, let me get this outro music, and I will see you all tomorrow.